Well, I think as you've seen, I think we had in total on the grass this morning was about 8 players, 5 who joined in the full training session, 3 who did part. But we're waiting for guys getting off aeroplanes and flights, and we'll not really know until tonight. So I can't give you a full in-depth report on the squad situation. Obviously, we've got less time to prepare because we play on Thursday. So we're hoping when everybody comes in tonight, they'll be fit and ready to go.
John McCracken is in. Grant Hanley was there doing a little bit. Is he being assessed? Is he fit to be considered? Or?
No, he's fit to be considered. We're just taking it easy with him. I think he had a slight injection in Norwich and he's come back to us and he'll train fully tomorrow. So it was just a precaution today, but he'll be fine.
How do you go about preparing then, given those limitations? Do you have sort of plan A, plan B, plan C, depending on who kind of walks through?
Yeah, well, we had a tight, small session this morning. Obviously, you can't do a great deal with 8 players or 5 players. We'll have a lot more tomorrow, and then we will have the full squad at least on Wednesday to do some technical walkthrough, because obviously we've got guys flying in from America, from Italy. You know, the 2 lads who've just signed out in Italy, Scott and Billy, you know, the emotion that they've gone through over the last few days. You know, so they'll hopefully join in tomorrow and be ready for the tactical side of things on Wednesday. But there's not a lot of preparation time, as you well know, but you just have to get on with it.
Steve took a bit of criticism following the Euros. What did you make of what was levelled at him and the team?
I think we all took criticism, let's be honest, because if it's geared at Steve, it's geared at all of us, because we're all one big squad, one party, one team. So we all have to take it. And there was a huge amount of disappointment, yes, from the fans, certainly from the players and the staff, but nobody was more disappointed than myself. But we have to move on. You know, we've took it on the chin. We've had the summer. It's a new start today because there's a new competition starting. And let's not forget, we're now in Group A of the Nations League. So that's got to be a huge incentive for all these players now, old and new coming in, to be ready for it and face this challenge. Because it's going to be daunting. It's a daunting challenge. And our aim is to survive in the group. That's what we have to do. Yeah, you want to win it and you want to come second, but our priority will be, can we stay in the group?
You say you've moved on, John. Is there any concern at all that the under-par performances from the Euros have some kind of hangover and some kind of effect on this campaign?
I think if you put it into perspective and you look at, there was an awful lot of mitigating circumstances. You know, if you look at the guys we lost before we went into the tournament, if you look at during the tournament, we lost obviously Kieran Tierney as well. We lost big players for this national team, and when you lose your big players, I think any team struggles. We've seen it. I've seen it with my club back at Newcastle last season, how we lost so many big players, and we struggled because of it, and we didn't qualify for Europe. So we had a lot of things that went against us, but at least we went into that last game. Yeah, we were disappointed because we didn't get out of the group. We wanted to create history, but we went into that last game with the opportunity of going through. And, you know, I'm not going to go into details. I know Steve spoke about it when he named the squad, but there was things that went against us. And, you know, it's a fine line, success and failure. And unfortunately, we didn't get across the line, which is why we were all disappointed.
Has there been a big discussion with the squad, or is that still to come about how you make the improvements?
It may be when they come in, yeah. No, I think everybody realises. I think we're realistic people and we understand, you know, what went on in the summer. But what we can't do is we can't keep going back to it now. We've got an unbelievable group ahead of us, some fantastic games, and we've got the preparation for the World Cup, because the preparation for me now starts, which is why there'll be a few fresh faces in there, which is important. So, you know, we've looked at every part of the world, part of the globe, to see which players could come in to take us forward. And let's not forget, Scotland were in the doldrums 23 years ago, and now we've qualified for 2 back-to-back Euros. We've qualified and got into the Nations League Group A. So I think we're going in the right direction. There's still a huge gap to close. Let's not forget that. but we have to put it into perspective of where we are, how far we've come, and where we want to go. And, you know, we'll try as long as we can to keep improving that and make progress.